Hello, this is Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio, trying to get the whole 16 by 20 inch pre-primed stretched canvas in my frame, and it's not working that well, but it does not matter. So I'm going to take some light colors, some Prizm pour colors, and some Primary Elements, some Vivid Intense. It's all by Colourarte. I'm a Colourarte affiliate, and I'm going to start by deciding what direction to go in to start a diagonal or a bunch of diagonals. And I kind of feel like it's important for me to use light colors. In this case, that's the Indian Spice Gold Prizm Pour. This is Shiny Taffeta. Nothing has to make any sense at this point in time as far as I'm concerned. I'm just getting paint on the canvas because other colors will go on top of them. And I've been not adding as big dollops as I have right here, right now, in my recent geometrics. This is Sour Lemon with Orange Crush, because I want to pull on these dots and see what happens. I have a little bit of French Silk, which is another Prizm pour, and I think that that will help spread the paint. And any paint I have left I'm just going to smear on another spot. I didn't use any Mayan gold, and I want to. Oh, and it's a good thing it's still open. Is it still open? Well, it was until I pulled on the tip. Let's see if I can use my tweezers really fast. It looks like it wants to be open. It's more open than it was, and I think it will work, and it's definitely time to make some more. I'm not getting an awful lot. So I'm going to have to clean that tip out or make more. So in the meantime, and it does not matter if my spatula, my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula, carries a blade of paint. Matter of fact, it's really important that it does. So I have a chance to cover most of the canvas. Now I can definitely go back in and fill in by scraping off some of the paint that's residual from the swipe pass. The French Silk made a resist, which is kind of cool. I got to remember I can do that and do more of that because I like that look. I can always, once it's dry, I can always lay other colors over it. So, where to go from here? Wherever I want, I guess. My poinsettia is also a little closed. So what am I going to use instead? I've got a color I mixed up with the new-Purley Pigments Hollyberry and then some quinacridone red, Vivid Intense. And I really don't... This is Big Apple. Oh, it was when it was open, it was Big Apple. I really did try and check my colors before I started, but I guess I just kept adding more colors to the mix. So this is the color, the Hollyberry quinacridone red again. I'm going to throw some fuchsia, Vivid Intense fuchsia in there. I've got some Vivid Intense magenta that I think will come out. Here's some alizarin rose. I love this color. I have to make some more of that soon. Let's go for a little jasmine. I wish I'd cleaned up more of the tip of the poinsettia. I'm taking that off. I see the pink carnation over there, and that'll probably be a good substitute, or at least another option. But it does seem like I got my poinsettia to come out fairly quickly, and it looks like the threads are in need of being removed also. I'm trying to think of what else I want in here, and I think I want some light color. Maybe some Plum Blossom. That was the poinsettia. And I have some Plum Blossom left. And while I'm at it, I think the light color I'm thinking of is going to be, come on, going to be Frosted Berry. I like to have a lot of Frosted Berry on hand, to tell you the truth. I don't know why I keep dropping paint chips. Well, that's not a chip, that's a smear. What have I not got in there? I think I want the rest of that color there. I'm gonna let it be okay. Excuse me, on my spatula. I see there's something in there. It's got to come out. I do rely on what the residuals are on my spatula to be able to go back like this to the beginning. Just keep scraping them right off. Filling in where you don't have any paint. And I can scrape off again on the other side as well, which I probably will do in a moment. I hope. Right there. I'm trying not to encourage myself to expect perfection, because this is not about perfection. This is just about getting paint on canvas right at this moment. Alright, I'm feeling some orange over here. That's Orange Crush. This is Sour Lemon again with Orange Crush in it. This is Saffron. I'm probably going to use some more. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit of this Pink Carnation I threatened to use and then didn't. Am I? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not. It's the same story over and over again. I do have enough pink left on my spatula that I haven't attempted to remove. This isn't coming off either. Oh well, never mind. Let's use the shiny taffeta instead. I sometimes forget I have the front of the spatula to use. The short part is just as viable as the longer blade. Just trying to cover any spots and sort of create a cohesive geometric element. And I suppose I could actually go in here or utilize what's left over and just add a little bit of variation to a theme. I want some blues next. I like that. That worked out well. I don't always like the texture of canvas, so anytime I can get rid of that texture, that's okay with me. I do like things crossing over. I'm really nervous about putting any of this. I'm thinking about putting some of this right here on some shiny taffeta, what I've had on my spatula. Getting rid of those marks isn't going to be easy, but I'm not hating what I've got. I think I'm ready to do the blue in a second. I'm not sure what's going to be in this little triangle here, but it's not going to be anything that I'm... You know what? I see this over here and I want some jasmine in there. And I'm also going to go back and put a little bit more sour lemon with orange crush in there too. I could put some water lily in. I've never really done this. I know it probably seems like I have, but I haven't. And cross your fingers that it works out well. I hate to clean the paint off my spatula. I really, really do. You can tell I'm avoiding it. It's time to get the blues going. Wipe off my spatula whether I like to or not. Hope that my studio rag is still damp from yesterday because I forgot to wet it again. I should always keep them wet and flipped. Okay, so here goes nothing. I think the Royal Sapphire is a good place to start. With a little shake. I'm going to go for some Wild Orchid. Am I? Yeah. I thought it was going to be closed for a second. It wants to be closed. Okay, that's my next. I've got 2 bottles so far that need to be opened. This is Blue Velvet. This is Snapdragon. I've got a little Parrot Wing. I think I want to add some pinks in there just to lighten it up again. Right below, that's the Frosted Berry, which I basically use as a conveyance for other colors a lot of times. I don't mind if it shows through. I'm going to put a little bit of the Vivid Intense Fuchsia in there. And do I want some alizarin rose? I kind of do. Trying to restrain myself a little bit. I probably got more colors in there than I need already. I think I'm going to probably go back again. I've got a new color called Silverleaf from the new Prizm Pours. And I think that's going to come into play in a second. There it is. I still have to worry about, I think this is going to be pale purple. I seem to have something on my spatula. It probably is paint drying. I hope you can see that. I I'm not sure you can. I kind of like it. I'm not hating it. Now I've got a graduated tool and I could scrape through. I'm not sure I want to though. I have something in my paint. There's almost always something in the paint. You have to be so diligent about keeping the threads of your bottles clean. I just run my finger right along the edge after cleaning my spatula off. That's not too bad. I definitely want to do something over here though still. And it could be stage one. I could add all kinds of colors tomorrow. It could be not a stage one. It could be done. It might just be done. Who knows? I think before I put anything else on this spot over here that I wanted to do purple, I'm going to put some of the Vivid Intense White over the top of it in a thin layer so I have more of a chance. And then I'm going to look for, oh, I have Bobbing for Apples, which is a new purple Prizm pour. But I think the Water Lily, yeah, Water Lily and my Plum Blossom, is it Plum Blossom? No, it's Periwinkle. That's what I'm thinking. Periwinkle is the bomb. They're all the bomb. They are. Now I don't know how fast that's going to dry. It's probably not going to dry fast enough for me to do anything with it. And I could definitely squeeze things in between on the lines. I'm just going to take my chances. Which way do I want to go? I think I want to go this way. And I found another bottle that's plugged. Go figure. Almost got the top to pull out. I did get the top to pull out. Yay me. That's Water Lily. I've got another minute to tell you guys whatever I want to tell you and make sure my bottle is going to allow me to get some paint out of there. Which it didn't seem like it wanted to. Kind of want a little tiny bit of blue in there. It might be too much, but I'm going to try it anyway. That is the Blue Velvet. And a little bit of Red Violet too. Should not be fussing. Fingers are not your friend when it comes to this stuff. You can get away with it, but you better be doing it at the right phase of things. I have just enough time to tell you guys what I need to tell you, which is I have 32 playlists, going on 33, with 100 videos on them each. I still had white on my spatula, darn. That's okay, it'll be interesting. Or will I cover it? I think I might cover it. I probably should have grabbed the frosted berry for that. Anyway, I can probably leave this now, shimmer this. Tell you guys thank you for the donations that help keep my channel alive. That is a dot paint that does not need to be there. Anyway, so this is no matter what, even if I come back in a second, this is what it is for now. Hello again. Unexpectedly, I'm back, and this is dry and I want to play with it. It's okay. It's just, I think it could be magnificent. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to start by doing something. And that something is going to be adding some Chantilly lace on the blue. Figuring there's going to be a little bit of scrapage, residual from my spatula. That was Jasmine. This is Snapdragon. I think I'm going to try and find, yes I have it, the Frostbite. And I want a little bit of African Violet too. As well as, now that I'm thinking about it, some more Royal Sapphire. And I'm being drawn to the Sparkling Aqua. And I wonder what's missing. Probably blue. I've got Viola Blue. What else have I got? I have Bali High, which is a gorgeous color. It's a new Prizm pour. So we'll just use a little bit of everything. Grab a fresh spatula. I thought I might use a card too. Maybe we'll start that way and see what happens, because I can always smooth it out with the spatula. I'm not minding any of that. Just took the pink out though. I don't know how well it'll show up in any case. So let's put a little bit of that over here because I can. I have some Dancing Fuchsia that is a purely, what is it called? It's brand new. It's called Purely Pigments. And I added it to Australian Floetrol to see if I could make a cell activator out of it, and it did not really, I mean it sort of worked, but I don't think the cells maintained their integrity. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that because it's an absolutely unbelievably beautiful color. And I'm going to use a little bit of sour lemon with orange crush in it, which probably shouldn't be as even as that. And a little shiny taffeta. And what else? Something else. I've got Plum Blossom, which is kind of a weird choice. And not coming out. There we go. And how about, I've got all these colors. I want to use them. Miami Magenta. Now I've got the same choice again, the card or the spatula. I'm going to use the card again. So honestly, I'm looking for some texture and some variation. Although I'm wondering if maybe there wasn't enough paint there. If I scrape my card off, maybe I can do it backwards. I like the texture better. See, with my recent geometrics, I got kind of brazen. Yeah, I definitely like this texture. That was kind of rough. Alright, so I'm going to use a little bit of Frostbite. And since I'm putting a light color down, I might as well use the frosted berry too. And while I'm over here, how about some carnation? I'm glad that's not one of the ones with the water in it, or at least it's not coming out. So I'm feeling, wow, that was interesting. This is saffron. That's water. That doesn't belong there. I'm going to use a little bit of orange crush. I think a little bit of sour lemon won't hurt anything either. I keep feeling like something like Miami Magenta, more Miami Magenta, because it looks like a lot like the carnation, pink carnation. I think what I really want is red violet. It has a little bit of golden diamonds in it to make it sparkle. Oh, Rogue Element. Wow, do I really want to do that? Alexandrite, Primary Element. It's just sitting there calling to me. Could be interesting. Let's go for the safer opportunity this time. And I feel like I should have put something brighter in there. Like Rhapsody Rose. Brighter, or let's say better description is more intense. I'm going to take that green off of there. This is embracing the accidental art aspect of things. Now, did I leave myself a set of tweezers? Yay. And I just leaned my pinky in that blue, and I hope it doesn't leave a mark. Yay. So I'm going to modify that by sharing the color. Actually, I can scrape right up through there if I want to. Spread that color right out, which actually makes me happy. Orange and green, bad idea together. Good next to each other, bad together. They will become a color you do not necessarily like. Or you might have a completely different taste than me and love it, I guess. This is way more what I had in mind. I've got paint that I want off my spatula and to steal a little bit of. Drag it right up there. Pull it right down there. I'm liking this a lot better. I want something light over here, and I've got some yellow green. It's a Vivid Intense, I believe. Yes, it is. I'm going to put that with some Bali High just to mix it in. And I'm kind of tempted to use a little bit of either the jasmine or the fuchsia, and the jasmine's handy. Alright, we're actually making some progress. I'm not sure I like that right there. So I'm probably going to pick it up. I'm pretty close. I'm a lot closer than I was when I stopped last time. I'm loving this. I think I want a whole bunch more jasmine in there though. Tidy that up a little bit. Take some of this paint and put it right over the edge right now while I have it on my spatula. And think about this yellow. I'm not sure I want to do anything to the yellow, although I definitely like the idea of some more paint. That's the shiny taffeta. Maybe a little bit more sour lemon. Do I want any orange? I've got French silk. I'm wondering what that might be like. I see a little streak there. It looks like it might be canvas. I could start with a card. I could add some Chantilly lace. Just a little. And a drop of this dancing fuchsia. Because I can sort of thing. And I've got stuff on my spatula which is okay right now. Because I want a mottled texture. I kind of wanted to cross over things, but I'm liking it so much that I don't think I really need to. Just using my residuals again and creating an impression of dimension, which is surprising but cool. So I'm much happier overall, and I'm going to say that in a second I'll probably take the soundtrack from the first half, or I'll just figure that I told you everything you need to know, and I'll shimmer this at you. And that's much more dynamic for me. I thought about putting black in here with a tongue depressor, but I think I'm done now. I'm pretty sure that I am so much more satisfied. Come on. Wow, that's the slowest my app ever came up. I think that's going to work. This right here. Let me shimmer this at you. Yeah, I'll look for bubbles, but I don't think there are any. Oh, that's so shimmery. Maybe you can't tell the difference, but I certainly can. And I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. So even though it's a rare occurrence that I come back and show you guys the dry picture, excuse me, the next day, this is what happens because I lost part of the recording yesterday. I told you I have 32 playlists with 100 videos on them each, and everything is reproducible. I've got the cell phone flashlight shining on the painting so you can see how beautiful and shimmery this is. What else can I tell you? Please give me a thumbs up when you watch the video longer. You tell the algorithm that you like my channel and my videos. I do give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do sell my artwork, and check my link tree for a couple of websites and my Amazon link where you can find my 2 books, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, are the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube about paint pouring. Thank you to the patrons, Patreons. Thank you to the people who use PayPal to make donations. And thank you to my members who are the thing that's keeping me here on YouTube. Thank you so much to all 3 of you. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Questions are welcome and encouraged. You'll see an email address on the end screen floating by quickly, easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I do sell my art. Did I say that twice? And I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. And I love you guys. I post at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pretty much 7 days a week, at least for the moment. And I want to thank you for your kind words and your comments. You keep my morale boosted. Keep them coming. I love you guys. Bye for now. Priscilla out.